Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Give me a second. Let me pull up my chat. Hello, hello. Hello, Diamond Girl. Hello, Jean. Welcome. Irene, hello. CA Cutie, hello. And thank you to Stephanie for your donation, boo. Hello, Angelica. Hey, MMC, long time no see. Starry, hello. Rachel, hello. Rising Phoenix, hello. Welcome. Mystical, hello. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming and showing love anyway, babe. And Stephanie, thank you again for your donation. Did y'all have a good weekend? Do anything interesting? Mary Jane, hello. Let it fill up a little bit and then I'll start. Might be a slow one today. We'll see. We'll see. Give people a few more minutes to join. The Good Old Days is playing right now. There's been a weird energy in the atmosphere these past few days. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 spots. Lucky 13. I'm one of those weirdos that like odd numbers and not even ones. Walmart was playing that song today. Girl, I love it when that happens. It just follows you everywhere. It was like that for me with the song Speechless years ago. Everywhere I went. And then Sweet Child of Mine. Everywhere I went, those two songs just were playing. I was like, what? Synchronicities. Somebody's trying to get you a message, Angelica, for sure. Just a few more minutes. I know Sundays, it's football season too. Football season will keep people away. I like football. But I've been mad lately at football, so I've been on kind of like strike. We might just have a small group today. All right, well, I'm not going to wait around. So, Stephanie, what was your question, babe? I don't want to hold y'all up. I like NFL, but I'll watch football any kind of way. The pants those men wear, man. And that's horrible to say. Like, I should be watching it, but I like how rough they are. I like it when they get rough. Like, I don't like those sissy sports where they don't, like, attack each other. I like the rough and tough ones. Not so much like fighting, but like it's amazing to watch what their bodies can do. All right, Stephanie. Jonathan's current feelings and intentions. Let's see. Oh, he's feeling the loss. It's kind of like the memories of you are like haunting him, moving his energy a little bit with the Chariot. As much as he loved to come forward, I think he's holding himself back. Five of Pentacles, Strength card, Nine of Swords. It's like he can't get you off his mind. The memories are haunting him, but yet he's restraining himself from bringing something in. Let's see why. What is going on? Why is he so intent on holding back? You're a basketball fan? I mean, there's some really good looking basketball players, but they just basically like run back and forth. And to me, I'm more of that like contact sport kind of person. All right, Jonathan, why? Keep getting that card, reflection. Whoa. Oh, come back here. Is running from me. Literally, the commitment card flew across like 3 feet. So he's running from commitment and chemistry. Why? I think that was his mistake. His mistake is he's guilty of running from something that could have been really good. And just that in itself leaves him at a loss. He's like, I don't know what to do from here. The chemistry is still there. The feelings are still there. He's stressing himself out right now. At least he's got some kind of guilt, you know, like he feels bad for it. He's made mistakes. That commitment card, though, I swear it flew like across the room. So I would say he's running from his emotions as much as possible, but I kind of feel like he can't get away from them. And I think that's why the chariot is there. It's like running. But the more he runs, the more he realizes, like, you're not leaving him. So, run as fast as you can, boo. It'll all catch up with you. The song playing is Bed on Fire by Teddy Swims. But I hope that helps. I mean, I don't see it that way. Right now, it just looks like he's trying to avoid it. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is there, but it's almost like he's refusing to move towards it right now. So I can't really tell the future as far as that showed me. What it showed me is like, right now he's just kind of running in circles around his own emotions, so. All right. Yes, babe, you can be added. Hey, Jason. Hey, Jazz. I mean, as much as I'm sure that's something that he wants from a soul level, I think his ego is fighting against it. Girl, why do they all run from them so much? You know, it's not. They just got work to do. Alright, hello. General in love. You feel it coming. Alright. I'm sure it is. Man, I got mad earlier. I was like, because I try to do like a reading before, like I come on here so I can get in the energetic flow. But Spirit wasn't telling me nothing. Every time I asked, it was like, High Priestess, like, you already know. Ace of Swords, you already know. And I'm just like, okay, all right, Spirit, I'm going to stop right now. Because it literally, they were not answering anything I had to say. Okay, so, hello. At the split, I've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So, I definitely feel you're going to meet somebody that's emotionally available. Somebody that matches you, right? Because you could be a very, like, loving person. You're more in your heart space. You give a lot. And so, I feel like you're about to meet your match. As far as somebody that is going to love you just as much as you love them. Like, you're not going to have to chase them. You're not going to have to prove yourself. You're not going to have to do anything. I just think they're going to show up. Could be a friend of yours, somebody that starts small, somebody maybe you work with, or it could be like a friend of a friend of a friend, like somebody that maybe you've met before but never really had a connection with. But Spirit is saying there's options already in your energetic fields, but don't let the illusion of things, make you detour off of your path. Because I feel like okay. So your trauma may be still attracting certain energies that aren't of the highest vibration. And that could be because you need to realize, like, you do deserve somebody that's emotionally stable. You deserve somebody that's going to give you what you give them. The illusion of this is, that's what I want. I want somebody that isn't going to give me their everything. And people don't understand this. Like, your trauma makes your vision bad, right? It looks good on the outside, but it's like really rotten on the inside. So The Spirit's saying, like, the first thing you need to do when this person comes in is, first of all, don't go straight into the illusion of, like, this is going to be a forever thing. Make sure you build something with them to make sure you're picking the right one, because I feel like there's a few choices. And one, some of them may be tests, some of them may be like, have you learned the lesson on this one, or do you want to go on that roller coaster again, kind of thing. But I definitely feel it's in your energy, but also I think you're still battling with, like, feeling self-confident, like knowing that you're worth more, not giving yourself away too freely to things. So that's what I got for you, boo. Hopefully that helps. Alright, my dearest diamond girl. What are S's thoughts after meeting up with you yesterday? Let's see. The first thing I'm getting is they feel like your energy is so, like, good. Like, you're a sense of peace to this person. So every time you come around them, they get, like, a sense of relief, almost. It's a really good feeling. It's not something that you can even really put into words. It's almost like they feel that you've healed. They feel the peace that you found. They feel your magic. They feel things changing. And now that could be like wanting them to come forward and have victory. But I do have the moon and the four of swords. So I'm kind of like as excited as they were to see you. Like, so attractive. I would just want to do this over and over and over again, right? But at the bottom I had the moon, the seven of pentacles, and the four of swords. So I'm kind of thinking, like, don't let them show you an illusion of, like, forever, because I don't think they're quite there yet. But they were super excited. I do feel, like I said, you do deserve somebody that looks and thinks of you very highly. And that's a lot of majors, so there might be change in their energy as well. But it's almost, be careful of falling into a trap with them. And the only reason I say that is because of that moon. It's like there's a lot of underlining things still that aren't being seen. So just be careful. Make sure that, I wouldn't say, like, limit your contact with them, but, like, because I think what it is like, they needed some peace in their life, and you provide that. And so, of course, they want more of that because they haven't found it for themselves yet, so it's almost like either they want to learn from you or they want to take the peace from you, kind of thing. So I know you're a smart girl, so you got this. Hey, Ethereal Muse. Hi. Hey, Siona. All right, Irene. You know what's so crazy is I sleep with rain and thunder on. And I dream and it's raining and thundering. So it's almost like I don't know, it's been really rainy lately too here. And I'm like, am I just bringing the storm, or what the heck is going on? But I feel rain is a sense of relief and a sense of purge. So I do feel something is purging from your energy when you tell me that, that could be the connection. Is like the rain is purifying the 5D for you right now. But let's see. Whoa, come back here. Mind, body, spirit. Okay. I think what it's kind of telling you is you've kind of built yourself up to the place to where you're starting to see the rainbow at the end of the storm. Like right now, it may be stormy, right? But the rainbow comes after the storm, just like the star comes after the tower. So I do feel in some sense that you're cleansing out all of the negativity, and maybe you're going through some kind of ascension or some type of like connecting with spirit more, and they're helping you to overcome the mountains. But I don't necessarily, I don't know, I just feel like the rain is purifying whatever you're dreaming about, I guess you could say, whatever internal work is going on that you're kind of unaware of. That's what I got for you. And thank you, Delaquisha, for your donation, boo. I appreciate you. You will be next. Okay, Delaquisha, give me 1 minute. Let me do CA Cutie, and you will be next. Okay. Any prospects in love coming soon? A little bit. A little bit. Whoa, come back here. Cards are flying today. Could be something that's been like a slow time coming. Could have been something from like your past coming back around. And like I said, it's just kind of a little thing. Like maybe you're going to hear from somebody from your past that maybe just, I don't know, it's just never really gotten anywhere. It's just constantly like in that Knight of Pentacles, like that slow pony. But maybe things will start to speed up with the Page of Wands. Put a little fire on it. All right, Delaquisha, where are you at, love? Where are you at? And now I can catch up with my list. Hey, LA, how is Jeannie doing? Or no, it's A. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Hello, Anita. I don't know where Delaquisha went. There you are. Okay. Man, I love this song. Every time this song comes on now, I'm like, woo. This Ain't No Tryout by Zania Monet. And I'm like her biggest poster girl right now. I'm telling everybody, you gotta listen to this girl, because, man, if you've been through some stuff, you're gonna relate. I love her music. Her voice is very soothing. Yes, Anita. Alright, Delaquisha, whenever you're ready, boo. Whenever you're ready. Okay. Me and Michael got in an argument and broke up with him. Where do you go from here? Okay, so you broke up with him. Did you break up with him because this ain't no tryout? She said, I'm not in competition with your fear. I'm not going to wait another year. Right. Okay, let's see. Show me what comes next for Delaquisha and Michael. Well, what I see is you made the right move. Because just like this song is saying, it's basically like show what you're about or move on. You know, like if you can't give me the love that I deserve, you can't be there for me the way that I'm there for you, then I'm not going to wait around 10 years for you to get your crap together. Like, no. So I feel like whatever happens with him, you're going to be fine because I do see you moving straight towards victory, right? You're standing your ground. I feel like the argument was probably about something similar, right? Like they weren't doing what they should have done. And you're like, you can either have me or you can lose me. But I'm not going to stay here in this halfway home just playing games with you. And so, honestly, whatever does happen, I see good things coming for you. But let's see for them. Because I do feel they're going to miss you. They're going to come back around. But sometimes, some things are worth working through and then sometimes they're not. And so the choice is ultimately going to be up to you. Yeah, like I said, they're going to come back with an apology, ask for forgiveness, they're going to return, they're going to tell you, I'm so sorry, I'm going to try to do better. I hate the word try. And I don't hate anything really, it's just, I do not like that word. It's like you're either going to do it or you're not. Trying is kind of bullshit, right? They're going to admit their mistakes, possibly. Maybe they feel that they were misunderstood. The two of you will have a conversation. But it does say they might play the victim too. Or they have. And they're still kind of lost trying to figure out, like, what do they actually want from this? It's almost like they want you to chase them. They want you to run after them. And my microwave clock is 555. It's almost like they want you to chase them. They don't want to give... Maybe they're a runner, right? And they're like, I expect them to chase me. But I feel like things are about to be reversed. Because you're standing... You're standing up. You're saying... I'm not going to chase you and I'm not going to run from you. Like, whatever you have going on, fix it. It's kind of, for me, you'll get an apology. I can't see much from that, but I do see, like, whatever it is going to make you feel good. But what you do with it is totally up to you. It's just your memories and stuff will always bring them back. But are they in a place of actually being receptive and actually willing to bend a little bit? But I hope that helps. Is your name melancholic? Like melancholy? And hello, welcome, melancholic. Melonic. But I hope that helps, Delaquisha. I think you're headed towards victory. I just say, if he can't be what you need, stand up for yourself. And if he catches you, he does. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. But men are so weird nowadays. It's like they want you to do all the stuff that men used to do for women. And I'm just like, oh. Like, you want to be babied? Go get a diaper and a pacifier, boo. It's like they need a mama. Not saying he does. I'm just saying in general. It's like, you want me to chase you. You want me to chase you? Okay. Alright, so who is next? Angelica? Let's see. Hold on. Which deity? I don't know much about that. Um, can you explain more of what you mean by deity? Right? You want to be in control, but you want me to baby you. Like, no, it don't work like that. Deity meaning like god or goddess. Like I said, I don't know much about that, okay? But I'll try to pull something. Yeah, I understand. I just don't know a lot about them. And I don't want to lead you wrong. I know Hecate, Aphrodite. Let's see. And thank you to whoever just donated. I don't want to say your name. I see you're connected to, I would say, like Archangel Michael. I know you didn't ask for angels, but I kind of feel like there is like an angelic protection. Somebody that, or an angel that fights for you in the unseen. And I know Michael is a warrior. And it's almost like they're protecting your happiness and trying to keep you in balance. And like I said, I don't know much about deities, to be honest with you. But I do feel it's like somebody that goes behind you and before and behind you, almost like they protect who comes in, and then whoever comes in, if they mistreat you or whatever, they're there to almost provide like karmic justice to it, to make it right, right, to restore balance. So that's what I got. I know you asked about god or goddess. I got Archangel Michael. And I'm not saying that your beliefs aren't valid. I just don't know a lot about the gods and goddesses. Like I don't I everybody has, different connections to different beings. But I hope that helped in some way. Okay. Asim, thank you. I was just waiting for you to tell me. I didn't want to say your name. What's your question, my love? You're welcome, Angelica. Okay, your question. What's Anthony's current thoughts and feelings about y'all? I'll say y'all. So country. All right, let's see. What are Anthony's current feelings? The song playing right now is She Loves the Rain by Teddy Swims. Might mean something. Okay. I'm kind of feeling there was a misunderstanding or a missed opportunity in this connection. Um, Maybe you two just, um, how do you say it? Like y'all's focuses are different. Like you, I think you're more of the creative. Like you bring things to life. You're kind of earthy. You know, you're grounded. Whereas this person is like fire. They're like, go, 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 go. But the problem with them is because of their past, they didn't recognize the value of the connection with you. Maybe until it was gone. I do feel that they've come to some kind of realization that their fears got in the way of this connection or kept it from moving forward the way that it should have. If you have not heard from them, I do feel that you will have communication soon. I do see the want to bring something to life, possibly after a time of not recognizing what was right in front of them, right? And let's see what the future holds. And maybe just like the song says, it's like your view is different, but somehow because of the person that you are, maybe you can love them. Um, I don't feel like they feel very lovable. They dream about you. Like they would love to promise you forever. There's some kind of like unspoken whisper you give them of like security, safety, like this could be my wife, right? But I feel like they're still, going through internal issues. But with men's souls, it says like forgiveness and renewal. So they want to mend something, whether that be within themselves or within this connection. And then we got sweet home, marriage, lasting love, making a good home, life, or settling down. And so the want for it is definitely there. I just think they've been through so much that it's hard to recognize a good thing when it's right in your face. And they say you're beyond compare. Maybe they have had a fresh take and they're hoping for better times in the future. So I hope that helps. No. I mean, sometimes you have to, but that could be the thing he needed. The thing he needed was for you to focus on yourself, so he has no other choice than to go figure his stuff out. You know what I mean? And I think that's where, after missing the opportunity, so if it's future based, he's going to realize he's going to want to grow something. He's going to want everything. But you had to like start focusing on your dreams, what you wanted, and let him go, and if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. Those strings never fade. I don't care how many years go by. If your string is still attached to somebody else, they're going to come back if it's meant to be. And that's funny because there's like butterflies, and so it's like, the metamorphosis has now been able to start to happen or to continue to happen. But I'm proud of you, like, for standing on business and telling them, like, hey, figure your shit out. It's cool. I'm still here for you, but I'm not gonna be in this middle ground. Like that song earlier said, I'm not gonna stay in a halfway home because you don't know what you want. So I'm proud of you, girl. But I'm proud of you, girl. Yeah, we have to do that. And that shows your growth. So that was really good. All right. So now we are on MMC, I think. We have to hold people accountable, you know? And it's not to say we're judging them or we're trying to make them be anything they aren't. You know, it's just sometimes people don't align with us and where we're at. And if they want to, they'll catch up. And if not, they won't. And that's just life. And some people will hold on to something that's not meant to be and just stagnate their whole life. And things can't move when you do stuff like that. So, all right, MMC, are you here? All right, no MMC. Oh, there you are. Okay. General for the next 5 days. Let's see. Okay. This to me looks like there's some kind of like, I don't know, like disagreement or just there was something keeping you away from somebody, right? Like, and there was a fight, there was some disagreement, there was just an energetic, like block there. I kind of feel like there's going to be apology and amends. Now, this could be like with a family member or friend. It just looks like a resolution to some kind of conflict. And with the Two of Cups, it's somebody you really care about. Knight of Cups, there's love here. So it's almost like, sorry for being, dumb or something. Can we make it better together? So possibly a resolution to some kind of conflict. Welcome, Mihu. We can add you to the list, but just you have to hold your question until I call you. All right, Rachel. But if you'd like to be added, Mihu, let us know and we'll put you on the list. Yes, Alicia, I got you already. Okay, no Rachel. Rising Phoenix. What is coming that you need to know? Let's see. Okay, you're just going to have to wait your turn, love. I'll put you on the list. All right. Scorpio. Hey, beautiful. Okay, I see there's something coming that is going to give you reason to celebrate. I think you're figuring it out, or there's something that's coming in that's like what you've been looking for. Probably an offer from like a job or an offer from a real man, the Emperor. Um, but whatever it is, it looks like you're going to be very happy about it. It's going to be very joyous. But yeah, this is what I got. My birthday, you're a twin. And I love Scorpios. Y'all little feisty lovers. Alright, Mystical. What is coming towards you in love? Sorry, I gotta mark off who I did, who I didn't. La 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 la. Let's see, let's see. A little fish in a cup. Okay. Could be a Pisces, a Libra, Virgo, Taurus. This feels like a playful love. But also like they're a person that will adore you, will take care of you, will balance you. I don't think it's come into like Libra season, but I think it's something that starts small. So let's say you go somewhere and somebody's like, "Oh, hey, cutie," and you turn around and y'all just click. Like they automatically recognize your worth and they treat you as such. So I like that for you. Sometimes the Justice card, to me, it's almost like contractual. So be careful. Make sure you keep the balance. Make sure that like they're not expecting you to, do something that you don't want to do just to be with them, kind of thing. All right. Mary Jane or Stephanie. I don't know. I think it was Stephanie. All right, hold on. It was Stephanie. Okay, where does his insecurity and self-esteem stem from? Because he hasn't built enough up for himself to be like, I don't know, maybe he puts like value of himself on like what he has, material wise, like the 3D. There was some woman in his life that, I don't know, it kind of dimmed his light. This might have been like a connection that at one time seemed like everything. Like everything. And it's like they took them for granted. Like they might have talked to them bad. They may have told them, a lot of stuff. Like a very stern type of energy. Almost like they dealt with the person that had insecurities, that reflected insecurities onto them. And so they never learned how to love, maybe. Like their idea of love is just very different. But I think it cut them pretty deep to the core. It just feels like a woman, maybe an air sign, but a woman that like always diminished their dreams. Like when they'd have a dream for something, they'd be like, "You can't do that. You'll never do that." Or maybe it was a person that no matter what they did, they were always wrong. Um, and so maybe that's why, like, a lot of times they're very avoidant to relationships because, like, if you want to have a conversation about problems, they automatically hear in their head the things that somebody else had told them before. Because at one time, I do feel like they were a dreamer, a lover, and somebody like dashed that for them, like telling them they weren't enough. But that's what I got. All right, now Mary Jane, I think. You donated, SB? I don't think I got it. Oh, yeah, I did. Thank you, babe. Wait. Yeah. Thank you, SB. I appreciate you, love. You'll be next. I can't really tell, Stephanie. Not from that many cards. It's not me whose turn. SB, let me do Mary Jane because she posted and you'll be next. So just post your question. I'm going to get to you as soon as I do Mary Jane's. What awaits you the rest of September? Some heat. It might be some heat that's going to try to get you trapped. Oh, no. Don't do it. Whatever this is, don't do it. Don't even think about doing it. Because I feel you'll be disappointed in the end. I think this person is a little obsessive and controlling, and it's like they want to catch you and drown you in the same, like, they want you to take care of them is the energy that I get. So be careful. Could be a Capricorn, Leo. I think something better is coming for you, I think, towards like October, November. This could be a test, like the final test, the emergency broadcast system. Beware. Okay, SB. You wanted to know Idris feelings for you. Sorry, I cannot pronounce that name very well, but I tried. Alright, let's see. Idris's feelings for SB. Let's see. Okay. I think this person has a lot of going on, like, personally for themselves. or they're kind of selfish. They like being single. I feel they're like, I got a little something for her. Like, you know, she's beautiful. I'm attracted to her. She's very caring and loving. So, you know, like with you, it's kind of peaceful for them. Now, the Nine of Cups may be a past energy, but what I'm getting from it is like their intentions were more about what you could do for them, right? And it may have caused some kind of conflict, whether would that be within them or outside of them, or whatever. And thank you, Ellen, for your donation. Let me get some more cards because it's kind of like they're biding their time. Like maybe they're not pushing a relationship, or they're trying to stay single but still get their cake and eat, or have the cake and eat it too, kind of thing. Well, let's see. It says they're afraid of change, fighting demons, chakra imbalances. And that could be why they're not pushing a relationship, or, you know, pursuing you in a way of like, let's get married kind of thing. This is more of like, I'll just see what happens. Okay, it says breakup. Maybe there was a breakup or separation. They could feel like this is a strong connection, but you know, the one thing when they say twin flame to me, I always think of like it's a self journey, really. It's like finding yourself in another person, a reflection of them, which is polar opposite, which causes a lot of change. Maybe the connection was too much for them. It kind of feels like they're sitting there like, where do we go from here? Y'all are both single parents. And that could be why he's kind of keeping it over here. Like, I'll talk to you. I'll have, you know, conversations. We'll work on this. But right now it's like kind of, I need to focus on what I need to focus on. Maybe that's why the Six of Swords is here, is like the distance, right? In time, when the distance closes, that Ace of Wands will come out and they'll be like, well, where do we go from here, right? I had TikTok running out of time. I just feel like you both have been through enough, you know, outside of this connection. And even if it's a twin flame connection, it's all about journey back to self, right? So they could be healing still. You could be healing still. But I don't feel that it's not something that you can't work through. So in time, I feel like it could come together. But like I said, right now is the time to focus on individually, you know, and build the connection at a distance and see what happens. Like, be patient. All right, babe. What was your second question? Did you already post it? Oh, let me see. I can't. All right, let me see. Did you post your... I think you posted your second question. Let me see. I'm looking. How would he treat you in a relationship? All right, let's see. What kind of partner would Ed be? I'm going to say Ed because I can't pronounce it correctly. Okay. I think they would always have their secrets. Um, and I do feel they will always pretty much look out for themselves first, and that's okay. As long as it's not including other people. I think there's certain situations that are still attached to them that will always be a part of their heart or their life. Um, I do feel they'll. This could, I mean, it kind of has the potential of being like a hidden gem, but it's gonna take time to get there. Um, this person likes attention. They like the finer things in life, from what I can see. But there's always, it's almost like they'll always hold secrets, or they'll always move in a way that you won't be able to understand. But let me pull some cards and get to the bottom of this, because they got me a little confused here. Let's try this one. How would they be in a relationship? You see what I'm saying? Elusive with the moon card. Dishonesty, deception, trickery. And I feel it's because of that spider web. And I think that has something to do with like their past. Like it's almost like you'll always be trapped in this web that they weave, right? I would be careful with them. There'll be really good chemistry there. But they're still coming from a broken place. And then we got distance. There'll always be some kind of distance, whether it be emotional distance, spiritual distance. But they'll hold on. And it's I feel this could become a controlling type of person. But you'll find the most controlling people are the ones that have the deepest secrets, the ones that know what they're capable of, so they kind of project it onto other people. Now we can look again later, and see if the energy changes, as they heal or as they move, y'all's connection grows stronger. But for now, he gives me like player vibes. Like he has a way with his words. He knows the right things to say. It's just I don't know if it's for you, babe. I honestly feel like you could do better, but it could just be the energy today. I don't know. But I hope that makes sense. And you got the whole rainbow with this person. Green, yellow, orange. Yeah, I mean, just let it build. And it can change over time. And the song that's playing, I love this song. It's called Pretty Little Poison. He might be your pretty little poison. Who knows? It's by Warren Zeters, in case you wanted to look it up. Alright, so LM, where you at, love? Yeah, I know what you said his name is, but I can't pronounce it, so I call him Ed. Alright, LM, is David having thoughts and feelings for you? Aw, he was sad. Sorry. But I appreciate you, SB. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to LM. Is David having thoughts about you? The Emperor and the Four of Swords. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we're going to take these cards. Because they literally flew out. I feel like right now they see you as a good friend. But that's because they're healing from something. I feel in the future they want to move things into something different with you with the Ace of Wands and the Fool. But right now, it's kind of like they're watering the friendship. Because they know that, you know, they might be caught up in something else, right? But in the future, the Fool, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, it looks like they want something in the future. You see them. You're there for them. Keep watering the friendship vibe, right? And see what grows from it. Now, I don't really know what they're going through right now. Whether it be like they're sad about a woman or they're sad about whatever. But I do feel like there's some kind of healing here being done. They are attracted to you. There's a chemistry there for sure. They just don't talk about it. They're trying to keep it friendly. Heart-to-heart conversations. They want to have those. Honestly discuss your feelings. Or honestly discuss their feelings. And then we got, this could be the one. So, maybe that's what they're thinking. Like, this could be the one. And then I got worth waiting for. So, I do feel that this could be something worth waiting for. Just keep watering it and see where it goes from here. Because I don't feel their intentions for you are bad at all. It's almost like they could see something in the future with you. They just are in the middle of cleaning some stuff up, or, you know, internally cleaning some stuff up. You were right on time for me, LM. I got you, boo. It's good. Alright. Alright, so now we're on Mary Jane. It makes sense. She yelled that one. Yes! No. You're welcome, babe. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Trisha's slow. She'd be having to, like, shuffle. I did Mary Jane. Okay, cool. Glad you're keeping track. Jazz. She almost got 2 questions. I didn't mark her off my list, that's why. My short-term memory is crap. What does A, your coworker, think of you? It has been a week since I joined teaching job. He probably is flirting with you, babe. That's what it sounds like to me. Isn't that the way people flirt? They just tease you. That's the way boys do. I don't know, in kindergarten, them boys used to tease me all the time. And I'd go home crying. The boys are mean. My mom's like, that's because they like you. No. Alright, let's see. Why is A teasing Jazz? This kind of gives me like, put me on your appointment list. Like I'm trying to get your attention. Because you might get a lot of attention. But they want to stand out above the rest. Almost like they want your attention. They want you to look at them as maybe even an option in the future. But it's like, why not? The Hierophant, Seven of Cups, Emperor. I think it's very playful. I think that's just their personality though. They're very, I don't know. I feel playful. Like they want to lighten the mood a little bit. Instead of things being so serious. Maybe they get uncomfortable in serious situations also. It just looks like fun. Okay, Jason. How does your Pisces feel about you? Let's see. I kind of feel they haven't made a decision yet. They could be on a healing journey, and so they're trying to weigh out like what's best for my soul right now. Is it a commitment with this person that seems like a great man, or is it gonna be for me to stay in my healing journey alone? Um, they haven't quite decided yet. I think it's, I don't know. They haven't made up their mind. Whatever it is, they haven't made up their mind. They do feel that you're a good man. You know, that's the one thing I do see. And commitment is a possibility, but I don't know if they're going to make that decision anytime soon. I think they just don't have enough to go by yet. Maybe they need more like in-person interaction or something like that. I don't even see where I'll put you on my list, Jason. Hold on. I know you're on there somewhere. Okay. All right, A. Adriana. You are a Gemini. Awesome. Gotta love the Geminis. Yeah, I wish the best for you, Jason. Okay, will he reach out and want to see you again? Hey, Culture. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I feel like they'll come back and try to resolve whatever it was that happened. But it's... okay. I feel like they come in really strong, but they pull back. And that could be just like the way that they deal with emotions or whatever. Like when things get crazy, they pull back and then they come back. I kind of feel like they're going to come in unexpectedly. But I also feel like there's another space after that of you two not talking again. Maybe you two clash, you know what I mean? And like, maybe not even clash, just don't quite understand each other. Like, there needs to be a compromise or some kind of like understanding that's made in between the two of you. But yeah, they'll definitely be back. But it looks like they're going to come back like strong or surprising. Thank you, Patricia, for your donation. Thank you, love. That's going to be your decision, my love. Whether you want to wait or not. I would just say it's more of like I saw Scorpio season, so like November, October, November. Before then, all right. Patricia, please post your question, love. I haven't seen Cultures yet. She said in a minute, so we'll see. Oh yeah, she just donated. And we can close it after that one, Jean. After Cultures. My throat's starting to hurt again. Yeah, let him reach out, eh? General love for Patricia. Alright, babe. Let's see. King of Wands. 9 of Cups. I think the more that you take care of yourself, the more that you're attracting this person. And the star is about that too, that wish fulfillment. But it's also about like taking care of yourself, feeding the waters, you know, peace, tranquility into your life. This person could already be in your energy. You just don't see how this person could be that person. Or it could be a person in your life already that you don't see the potential in it yet. And that could be because you're still kind of trapped in an illusion, or you've been healing your sight, I guess you could say. Like, you may not at first recognize that this person could have been like a soulmate, or maybe even you're like, they'll never make a decision, they'll never choose me, they'll never be that person. But you gotta understand, like, anything can happen. Anything. Don't ever count anything out. I've seen it in my life, because there was one person that I swore never in my life did I think they would ever be able to come out of what they came out of. And they did. You know, so you don't want to count people out. But it's like you count them out. 2, 2, 2. You could be seeing 2, 2, 2 a lot. Hierophant. Or every time you think about this person, I feel like you try to stop yourself. Or let me clarify this because they got me confused. It's a lot of twos. The only one that matters is right in the middle, though. I feel like you're about to have some hard choices. Because I think maybe there's a person that you want it to be. But maybe it's from your past and it was part of a trauma response and you haven't been looking outside of that. But that's because you've been on a self journey, back to self, building yourself up, healing yourself, fixing your vision, right? Reconnecting with that red string of fate, which is going to bring this in, but there's a lot of twos here. So there's more than one person involved, I feel. There's that King of Wands again. And I kind of feel like this is somebody you've dealt with before because you're asking, like, I got the Queen of Swords in the World. There's going to be one of these choices is going to have to be cut out in order to go into something new. But I feel like you really want it to be somebody else. I feel don't make any hasty decisions when this happens. But I do feel you're at a crossroads. You're protected and you have a commitment coming your way. Definitely a new opportunity and an old opportunity, I feel. And that's probably why the choice is so hard. Hey, be stingy with your energy. That's part of it. That's part of it. But don't be too stingy because I feel like there's somebody that's perfect for you in the mix, just waiting for a chance to show you. And it's kind of like you're just doing your thing right now. So, and I understand that. There is nothing wrong with it. When the right one comes along, boo, you won't have no questions. You just might have to get rid of some other people by that time. I don't know. Okay. There's a possibility for change. There always is. But I will tell you the one thing that doesn't change is core values, right? If a man does not come with core values, they probably never will align with you in your core values. You know, some people just don't have it. And I feel like everybody can change. Anybody can change. But they have to want to. And you can't make them. Nothing in the world is going to make them happy but themselves. But there's a lot of codependency nowadays that keeps people from being able to, like, understand that they just want what they want when they want it. Jay, the free list is closed, babe. Alright, culture. But I hope that helped, Patricia. You just look like you were at a crossroads. What should be your priority for the next 2 weeks? Okay. Well, let's see. What should be culture's priority for the next 2 weeks? It's weird. You got 2 7s, 2 9s. I kind of feel like you need to I think there's so many, like, there's so much going on around you, and I don't know what this is, right? This could be people wanting your attention. This could be like offers of love. This could be whatever. I feel like the main thing this week is don't get distracted from your main goal of trying to be the most secure that you can. Because I feel like you're going to be tempted by people that want you to stay out late, people that want your attention, people that, I don't know, it's just like they have no, and I don't know if it's people or situations, right, that really don't add to your life. Spirit's saying for the next 2 weeks, be very stingy with your money, your time, and your energy, because I feel like you're being distracted for a reason. There's something like, if you think about the fours are all about stability and home and building something secure. Now, nines are about self, but these are not the nines you want. You don't want the stress and anxiety. You don't want the wounded warrior. I feel like the next 2 weeks you're going to have to be very patient and very stingy with your time, your energy, and your finances. Let me get some more clarity here, because I'm sorry, some people don't like me clicking my nails, I'm sure, but that's what I do. It helps me. Let's see. What does culture need to focus on most? One more. Okay. I think you need to really work on controlling your emotions. I think what you need to do is focus on the light at the end of the tunnel, not necessarily the tunnel. Because I feel a lot of fear. I feel a lot of anxiety. I feel a lot of like the shadow, right? The devil, the shadows. You feel like it's so dark that it's hard to have hope. And I think the main thing you need to worry about is right now you're the main focus. You've got to get control of your mind. You got to get control. Because, okay, this is the thing. You could sit there all day and say, I need to do X, Y, Z. I need to do this. I need to do that. Oh my gosh, this bill is here. This bill is here. Instead of focusing on the whole of it, right? Because if you think of too many things, you're not going to have the energy to even take care of one. So the best thing to do is like make a game plan. Start putting down just one thing. One thing that's going to help you get to that end goal. One thing. And tell yourself, like, even if I'm not taking care of everything, at least I'm taking care of one thing, right? because I think you kind of get, I feel like a spiral, like a whirlwind. Like one thought will like plummet you into 100 thoughts, and then you overthink, which keeps you from actually making progress. So right now it's time to get with yourself, like really make a plan for your security, for that Four of Wands, and have hope. Like know that everybody's going through something right now. It's a collective thing. Like the energy is so loud. Like I go outside and it's so loud. Not in the sense of everything is noisy, just the energy is loud and it's chaotic and it's static. And if you get stuck in the static, it makes no sense. So it's like time to get back to your base, get peace within the base, figure out a game plan, and don't let fear stop you from, or the shadows keep you from moving forward. Because I do feel that distractions come along and you're like, well, fuck it. Everything's fucked up anyways. Let me go have a good time instead. You know what I mean? Like, take my mind off of it. But it's not time to do that. It's time to really, I'd say meditate. I'd say, you know, if you need to make a budget, make a budget, make a game plan. Oh my gosh, why do you always call me in the middle of my lives? Okay. But the illusion is what you need to like get rid of, because a lot of times our fear can make us feel like there's no hope. But there is, and you need to get back in touch with that. Hopefully that helps. The baddie roommate moved out already. Good. I didn't think they'd stay long. But I just feel like you've got a lot, like too many outside energies that it's almost like the energy is attaching to you. So the best thing you can do is just stay to yourself and make a plan of how to make like your life more secure and more stable. Just you know. Because I feel like you're being tested right now with stress and worry, and you gotta just get out of it and tell yourself it will be okay. And you're welcome, babe. Thank you. I appreciate you, my love. Alright, so Siona. I think, right? No? Yeah. That's what happens when everybody comes late to the party. My list is all messed up. I have to rely on Jean. And thunder only happens when it's raining. That's the song I'm listening to right now. Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Alright, Siona. Will there be better money coming for you in 2026? I split the deck to the Emperor and the Justice card. I think so. At least a better job or a better like pay raise, something like that. It may not all come at once, but as long as you stay grounded, you'll get there. I think you're learning to appreciate the little things and maybe set like more healthy boundaries for the way that you spend your money. If it's not a necessity, I wouldn't say spend on it, but I do feel like you're going to be secure. It's just not going to happen like in I don't think it's like a huge influx, but I do feel it's going to help you to build up. A lot of times the universe will test you. They'll give you a lump sum of money, and if you go spend it on frivolous stuff, they won't give you any more. You know, like when your money's bad, it's because you're making bad decisions with your money. Basically, it's like you get used to an abundant thing, and then you're like, damn, now I'm broke. Yeah, well, you know, the next time you get blessed, make sure to do something good with it and not like frivolously spend it on stuff that makes no difference in your life. I think you're gonna be after Anita, melancholic. Okay, do they have any feelings for you? English. Let's see. Anita. You're welcome, babe. Thank you for always being here, Sienna. How does that even make sense? You could be seeing tens a lot. I would say they do have feelings for you, but from like a broken place almost. They could still be like crying over the past. They could have had like a lot of family relationship problems, whatever. And so they might be in the process of like trying to change their perspective on relationships and what they want out of them. Because I think they believe you could be a perfect partner, but I do feel they're kind of, if they focus on the negative and not the positive, it's like things could be wonderful and they would still find something to cry about, kind of thing. They feel kind of wishy-washy. They could go back and forth between that, but they got feelings. I just don't understand their feelings. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, melancholic, you're next. What is your question? La 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 la. Nasro? Of course, Anita, anytime. Alright, what's to come next between you and Nasro? And I'm sorry, I don't mean to butcher the names, I promise. I just can't, I don't know how to pronounce them. I feel like there will be communication, but how do I say this? The number 88 can be significant. I think there's a movement like in the 5D, but in the 3D, I kind of feel like y'all been there before, y'all done this before, and it's just like a repeated cycle. Or maybe it's going to help to move out of a repeated cycle, something like that. Maybe y'all feel bound to each other in some sense. I do feel y'all have like a spiritual connection for sure, but be careful of repeating cycles because you're going to end up in that 8 loop. Just infinity, just in the circle, going round and round and round. The 8 of Wands, though, I do feel there will be communication and some kind of progress. All right, Asim. And thank you for waiting patiently. My son brought me some donuts. I'm excited. Alright, what's Anthony's next actions? Oh. Let's see. Anthony's next actions. I feel something that's been imbalanced is gonna be like made right. But I don't feel like it's gonna last, to be honest. It almost feels like they'll come in and they'll say, oh, I'm here. I understand. I want to give you everything that I didn't give you before. And then it goes back to be like, well, I'm not sure if I want to do that anymore. Or it's like you can't really trust or depend on them. It's almost like their energy is very mutable. Like one day they're there and the next day they're gone. But there's reasons why they do that. It's like to almost keep you on that hook. So they'll bring you all these promises and words of forever and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and it ends up just being, like almost like a manipulation. So be careful of that. Because pretty words mean nothing. They don't. They're just pretty words. And the song Fake Smiles is playing. Crazy. I know. Ew, I don't like it either. No, not Krispy Kreme. I think it's like Dunkin' or something. Krispy Kreme is the bomb though. When I was living in another area, I would always eat Krispy Kreme. Okay, Alicia. Crystal. What is keeping Nixon from contacting or reaching out to you? Yeah, I don't think he's her forever person either, to be honest. But, who knows? Love is love. Alright, Crystal. What is keeping them from contacting or reaching out? They just got a lot of internal conflict. They could be dealing with like a past heartache, or their focus is mainly on what you did wrong instead of like taking accountability for their own actions. It's almost like they're playing the victim. And so maybe they feel like you're supposed to be the one to reach out. They look for you, they think about you all the time, especially at night when it gets dark. But if you ask them, they'd say, it's over, it's done. They did me wrong. Whatever. I didn't do nothing. But internally, it's a battle. So, I don't know. I think they have a lot of fears. I think they rather let something go than to get hurt, because they've been hurt before. But that's what I think it is. It's like their ego, them trying to play the victim. It's kind of like when a guy says, I'm always the one calling you, right? But at the same time, you haven't heard from them in 6 months, and it's because they disappeared or they pulled back or they weren't accountable or dependable. And that's why they're the ones always reaching out. But for them to say, I'm always the one reaching out, that's kind of like the way I felt that energy is like they want to blame you and say, well, I'm always the one, but not taking accountability for the reasons why they are the one having to call. Alright, so Mihu. Oh, Scorpio. You like Dunkin' Donuts better? It depends. Not mature. Alright, Robert's current feelings and intentions. Of course, babe, of course. Jean's my ride or die. She's always here. Always here. It's almost like it's part her channel too. Co-conspirators. No, I did. I was trying to figure out whose turn it was, but I got you. What are Robert's current feelings about the two of you? They love the feeling of the two of you. It's very innocent. It feels very childlike. But they're still looking at you as this golden, like, cup from the heavens. Like, I don't know if I could reach that. I don't know if this illusion's gonna stay. Like, I want it to a new beginning. I want all of the things with her, but it's still like is this real? That's kind of the feeling it gives me, is like, is this real? Is this real life right now? You know, like doubting it. Like, did you really just give me everything I wanted in one person? Like, how can that be? You know, and it's kind of like they're trying to make sure that it's not just an illusion within their minds, because they're pinching themselves. Like, this is too good to be true. I don't know. Like, why do people do that? They're just like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, is it real? Is it real? Are you sure? Are you real? I don't know. That was the weird energy. Robert, he just loves you. He just loves you, Scorpio. I mean, you know, Crystal, the one thing I'd say is it'd probably be best for you to move on. Maybe that'll like jumpstart something within them, whether that be for their own future or for themselves, you know. A lot of times we just gotta hold people accountable, and if you can't get it right within a certain amount of time, then you can't waste your time on them waiting for them, for sure. It doesn't stop the broken heart, and it's really, really hard to walk away from somebody you love. But sometimes love is leaving. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be part of their codependency. Like, it makes you an enabler every time you let them have bad behavior or let them back in after they do dumb stuff. It's like, you know, they need to be held accountable at some point. All right, who's after Scorpio? Because I just did Scorpio. What are Taurus's feelings towards you? You know that Taurus keeps poking his head back in, trying to be like, are you sure you don't want me? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I think that Taurus is like highly obsessed with Eugene. Well, let's see. Is he keeping it platonic? It's like your light is unattainable to him. She keeps me at a distance. Yeah, SB normally donates and bounces. Some people don't like to wait, which is fine. I feel like a nervous energy from them. Like, I just want to give her that pinnacle. Is he going to pay you? Does he owe you something? That's kind of the way it feels, like I owe you something. Whether it be a conversation, some money, whatever. Like, he wants to heal it. He wants you to know that he appreciates you. He wants to make things right. So I don't know if something happened between the two of you, or maybe he feels, maybe he tried to push something on you. He feels balanced, but he still wants to give you the pinnacle. It's better than the wand, you know. Money is always a great thing if that's the case. And I'm not saying he's giving you money, but he just wants, it kind of feels like, I just want to make things right. I just want to bring things back to where they were. Something like that. Oh, I know. He's obsessed with you. Yeah, it's hard, like, when people have different delusions, you know? Everybody's walking around with their own delusions. I can't date anybody that young. I couldn't do it either. I understand. But they're so, I don't know. They like the older women. But anyways, guys, we made it. Happy Sunday again. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to Jean, my moderator, for always being here for me. And thank you to everybody else. I appreciate you guys. I will be back on Wednesday. Same time, same place. I love you all. And I will talk to you soon. My heart's all crooked. Good night.